Deep in the sparkling blue ocean, a tiny jellyfish named Jellybean floated with the gentle waves. She had shimmery pink tentacles and a body that glowed softly in the dark water. She loved to drift and dance with the current, letting the ocean carry her wherever it pleased. But there was one thing Jellybean couldn't do: swim against the strong ocean currents. Every time she tried, the water pushed her backward, and she felt too small and weak. "I'll never get stronger," Jellybean sighed, watching bigger sea creatures glide through the water with ease. "Maybe I should just float forever." One day, Jellybean's friend, Felix the fish, swam up to her in a hurry, his silver scales shimmering in the sunlight. "Jellybean, the best plankton party is happening by the coral reef. The whole ocean is going. Let's go!" Felix cheered, doing a playful spin. Jellybean's glow dimmed. "The coral reef?" she asked. "That's past the big current. I'll never make it." Felix wiggled his fins. "Of course you can. You just have to keep trying." Jellybean wasn't so sure, but she really wanted to see the beautiful reef and join the party. Jellybean and Felix swam together toward the coral reef, but as soon as Jellybean reached the strong, swirling current, she felt a powerful push. Whoosh! The water shoved her backward. She tried again. Whoosh! Back she went. Felix swam easily through the waves, but Jellybean struggled. "See," she sighed, "I can't do it." Felix swam back to her. "You can. Just take it little by little. Don't give up." Jellybean took a deep breath. She wiggled her tentacles as hard as she could. She pushed forward inch by inch. She rested when she got tired, then tried again. The current was strong, but Jellybean was stronger. After many tries, she made it a little farther, then a little more. Then finally, she made it past the current. "I did it!" Jellybean cheered, glowing brightly with pride. When Jellybean reached the coral reef, she gasped in amazement. The reef was alive with color. Purple coral, yellow sea stars, and pink anemones swayed in the water. Schools of fish twirled and played, and the tiny plankton twinkled like stars. "You made it," Felix said, giving her a happy nudge. "I knew you could." Jellybean smiled proudly. She had worked hard and never gave up, and now she was stronger than before. As she twirled happily with her friends, she thought about how difficult things might seem at first, but with patience, practice, and perseverance, anything was possible. From that day on, whenever things felt too hard, Jellybean remembered, keep going, keep trying, never give up. And that made her shine brighter than ever. The end. Jellybean, the tiny pink jellyfish, loved to glow and float in the ocean. She had worked hard to get stronger, and now she could swim through the big currents all by herself. She felt proud of how far she had come. One sunny morning, Jellybean drifted near the colorful coral reef, watching the bright fish zip past. Suddenly, her best friend, Felix the fish, swam up to her in a hurry, his silver scales shimmering in the the sunlight. "Jellybean, guess what?" Felix said, his fins wiggling with excitement. "I found a sunken treasure chest in the deep cave. Let's go explore." Jellybean's glow flickered. "The deep cave?" she asked nervously. "Isn't it dark in there?" Felix nodded. "A little bit, but that's what makes it an adventure. Come on, it'll be fun." Jellybean hesitated. She had never been inside the cave before. It looked shadowy and mysterious, and she wasn't sure what might be hiding in the dark. "I don't know, Felix," she whispered. Felix smiled and said, "Remember when you thought you'd never get through the current, but you kept trying and did it? You just have to be brave and take it one step at a time." Jellybean took a deep breath. She really wanted to see the treasure chest, but could she be brave enough to face the cave? Felix swam ahead and Jellybean followed slowly. As they got closer, the water grew darker. The entrance of the cave was big and shadowy, like a giant open mouth. Jellybean shivered. "Maybe we should come back later." Felix turned and gave her a gentle nudge. "You don't have to go in all at once," he said. "Just take a little peek." Jellybean wiggled her tentacles nervously. She took one tiny step closer. She listened. The cave wasn't silent. It was filled with the soft bubbling of water. She looked inside. There were tiny glowing fish swimming around, lighting up the walls like twinkling stars. It wasn't so scary. Jellybean took another step, then another. Finally, she was inside the cave. Jellybean looked around in awe. The cave wasn't spooky at all. It was beautiful. The walls were covered in shimmering seashells, some shaped like whirling spirals, and others like tiny butterflies. The glowing fish flickered softly, lighting up the water like fireflies in the night. And right in the middle was a treasure chest, Felix cheered. He swam up to it and tapped the lid with his fin. Jellybean wiggled her tentacles with excitement. "We found it!" Felix gave the chest a big push, and with a creaky sound, it opened. Inside, they found sparkling pearls, golden coins, and a beautiful glass bottle filled with glowing water. Jellybean glowed even brighter. She had faced her fear and discovered something amazing. As they swam out of the cave, Jellybean smiled. "I thought the cave was scary, but it was actually wonderful," she said. "I'm glad I didn't let my fear stop me." Felix grinned. "See? You're braver than you know." Jellybean twirled happily. She realized that being brave didn't mean never feeling afraid. It meant trying anyway. From that day on, whenever something seemed scary, Jellybean remembered, being brave means trying, even when you feel scared. And that made her shine brighter than ever. The end. Jellybean, the tiny pink jellyfish, loved to float and glow in the ocean. She had learned to be brave and face her fears, but today she was about to learn another important lesson. One morning, as Jellybean drifted near the coral reef, her best friend, Felix the fish, swam up to her excitedly. His silver scales shimmered in the sunlight. "Jellybean, guess what?" Felix said. "The Great Ocean Race is today. Let's join." Jellybean's glow flickered. A race? She asked. But I'm not fast like you, Felix. I'll never win. Felix smiled. It's not about winning, it's about trying your best. Everyone in the ocean is joining, even Tilly the turtle, and she's super slow. Jellybean still wasn't sure, but she didn't want to miss out. Okay, I'll try. At the starting line, Jellybean saw her ocean friends gathering. Sammy the seahorse, Oscar the octopus, Tilly the turtle, and Felix the fish. The big whale referee blew a loud bubble, and the race began. Felix and the other fish zoomed ahead, their tails swishing quickly. Jellybean wobbled forward, moving as fast as she could, but no matter how hard she tried, she wasn't catching up. I'll never win, she sighed, slowing down. Just then, she saw Tilly the turtle swimming steadily beside her. Don't stop now, Jellybean, Tilly said. Just keep going, little by little. Jellybean took a deep breath. She might not be the fastest, but she wouldn't give up. Jellybean focused on one small movement at a time. She wiggled her tentacles and pushed forward. She passed a school of tiny fish. She swam past a big rock. She even caught up to Oscar the octopus, who got tangled in his own arms. She was still in the race. But up ahead, Felix and Sammy were almost at the finish line. I'm still behind, Jellybean thought. Then she remembered what Felix had said. It's not about winning, it's about trying your best. So she kept going. As Jellybean neared the finish line, she saw Tilly the turtle struggling. She was almost out of energy. Jellybean could have just kept swimming, but instead, she slowed down. Come on, Tilly, we'll finish together, she cheered. With a final big push, Jellybean and Tilly crossed the finish line together, just as the crowd cheered. Felix swam up to them grinning. You did it, Jellybean, you never gave up. Jellybean glowed brightly. She might not have won first place, but she had finished the race, and that was even more important. Jellybean smiled at Tilly. I almost gave up, but I'm glad I kept going. Tilly nodded. Slow or fast, what matters is that we never give up. Jellybean twirled happily. She had learned that even when things are hard, as long as she keeps trying, she can do amazing things. The end.